Oh, what we got here? IGN. Everyone's favorite source of video game news. All right, here we go. Give me a second here, chat. We got some good news today. That news is Alien Isolation 2 has been confirmed on the 10-year anniversary of Alien Isolation's release. That's crazy. It was 10 years. Wow. Developer Creative Assembly has confirmed that a sequel is in development. In a statement marking the survival horror classic's 10th birthday, creative director Al Hope said the development team would share more details when we're ready. Hope returns to lead development on the sequel, having done so in the first game. That's great because he did a great job. In his statement published on or to X, Twitter, whatever, Hope said, on the 10th anniversary, it seemed only fitting to let you know that we have heard your distress calls loud and clear. Today, I'm delighted to confirm on behalf of the team that a sequel to Alien Isolation is in early development. Yeah. We look forward to sharing more details with you when we're ready. Excuse me. Creative Assembly didn't confirm a final title of the game, a release window, or target launch platform, etc. Given the sequels and early development, it'll probably be sometime before we find out what to expect or get our first look. Yeah, no question. For now, though, there's genuine excitement for Alien Isolation fans, many of whom have called on Creative Assembly and owner Sega to greenlight a sequel ever since the first game came out. But existence does not come as something as a surprise. Alien Isolation sold 1 million copies within 3 months of going on sale, then 2.11 million after 6 months, which was not enough for Sega to have considered a commercial success. That's a damn shame. Alien Isolation 2 is now the question. The Creative studio director Tim Heaton told Game Industry Biz in late 2015, "We're so proud of it. There's possibly more to be said. But do we really want to be spending very significant amounts of money and getting close to break even, or just about in the black?" So now where Sega wants to be, and we have a brilliant portfolio of other games that do great business, and they kind of go into talking about that. So yeah, so that was the thing. Like Alien Isolation, for the most part, like reviewed extremely well when it originally came out in 2014. I really loved the game. I thought it was great. It's very, it's not like Alien Colonial Marines. It's not an action game. It's very much a survival horror game in the style of something like an Amnesia or an Outlast. That's what it is. Or, I mean, more recently I've been playing Still Wakes Deep. It's very similar to that. And it was great. It's set in between, obviously it's set in the Alien universe, set in between Alien Aliens. You play the daughter of Amanda Ripley. Of course, we know about her from Aliens. And it's like, oh, looks like the company, Weyland-Yutani. Those fucks lied. And she did encounter the alien in her search for her mother. For the longest time, actually, I may actually maintain this. Incorporating all of the alien material that's been out there, whether it's movies or movies or, video games or books, I maintain that Alien Isolation is the third best. Yeah, Romulus could have beaten it. They couldn't have beaten it, but they had to put in that fucking black goo. But yeah, my favorite Alien films are Aliens, obviously, and then in terms of stories or just whatever you want to call it, narratives, Isolation's right underneath them. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful homage to that world. They perfectly replicate the aesthetic. It's very scary, very spooky. I've streamed it, several times. And yeah, it was disappointing that despite reviewing fairly well across many platforms, it just didn't meet the sales numbers and expectations. But I believe it's because of the renewed interest in the Alien franchise, thanks to large in part to Alien Romulus. That movie has done very well commercially and for the most part critically. And again, it's just reignited interest in the franchise. So they're thinking like, oh, we can make some money out of this. Let's go ahead and do a sequel, because people have been asking for it for a long time. And yeah, again, Creative Assembly, I think, did a great job. I have my criticisms of the game. I feel like there's like one particular section we kind of could have cut all that out. It feels like filler. It's after you initially seemingly do away with the alien before you get to more alien stuff, and they have it where we kind of go back to the synthetic persons, androids. But other than that, I thought it was great. Thought it had a great story, just wonderful atmosphere. Love what they did with the alien AI. It's a great game. So yeah, to hear that they're doing a sequel, I think that's wonderful. I mean, it's going to be a few years until we see it. So this is probably an early development. I got the word like, yeah, you can do this now. And they're like, all right. So I think the earliest we see this is 2027. Earliest. So, which that's fine. I'll wait for that. They're probably going to, most likely what will happen is they'll have another Alien movie out around the same time. So it'll just be a huge marketing push for all this Alien content. So I will say this, I'll thank Alien Romulus, for that, definitely reigniting interest in the franchise. And if that means we can get another Alien game, Isolation sequel, I'm all for it. So what about you guys? What do you think of this news? I think it's pretty cool. I think this is great news. If you guys have not played Alien Isolation, now's the best time because the game's dirt cheap. It's probably $10 or $20 right now, and you'll get a good spooky experience perfect for the month of October, which we're currently in, of course. Let me see what you guys have to say. Let's see. In Isolation 2, I know. Yeah, Halo needs we also talked about the Halo news, and Halo, fucking Jesus. They need 343 is not dead. It's just been rebranded, renamed. Yeah, I think of so many studios, so many better studios. Good to see you, Casey. Hope you're doing well. It's time to beat what Bungie did. Bungie, and then talk about a company that's on, like, in its death throes right now. Oh, let's see here. Wouldn't it be funny if Bethesda bought Halo? Well, Batboy, Bethesda's owned by Microsoft. I mean, Bethesda, one of their studios, or one of the Bethesda studios that have been typically associated with Bethesda, I think it would be kind of cool for them to work on one of those. I'm not saying like Bethesda Softworks, fuck that. No, they wouldn't be able to do it. But like an id, sure. A Machine Games, sure. That's who I would probably give it to. That's just me. But I know how time flies when we're getting old, right? Yeah, 10 years ago. It's nuts. Call it Aliens Isolations. Just add that on here. Perfect. Let's do it. Glee, been too scared to play Isolation. It's a scary game. It's a spooky game. That Alien, look back at my playthroughs, I get spooked a lot. I'm sure it'll be on sale on Steam somewhere. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's on the regular sale. Sega always has those big sales, too. Good time to pick it up. Excellent time to pick it up. Yeah. One of my favorite games to watch people play. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it is. I love watching people play horror games. That's why I love playing them. I hope you guys find it entertaining too. But I think this is fantastic news. This is great. I love the first one. I thought Creative Assembly did a great job for the most part. A few criticisms, but other than that, I thought it was wonderful. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite survival horror experiences in quite some time. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, let's see. Alien Working Joe Revenge. Oh God, Working Joes. That's what they were called, which is very funny. Look at boss. Yeah, and the fact Alien Ramos used a game mechanic for my. So that's true. Yeah, I picked up on that. Which again, yeah, it shows Fede Alvarez. He has an eye for the aesthetics. Like he knows what he likes, and he's able to replicate it very easily in his movies. As I've said before, I think he's a great technical filmmaker. He adhered to the aesthetics of the original 2 movies and the video games, which also adheres to those aesthetics. And I thought he did a great job. Also, yeah, him pointing out too, because that probably drove up interest. Like, oh shit, there's an Alien video game that does this, like Romulus. People check it out. So yeah, what if they saw like an uptick in maybe sales recently? I wouldn't be surprised if that is indeed the case. Just for the franchise in general. So even though I'm of a mixed mind on Romulus, as you guys know. A lot of things I love about it, a lot of things I hate about it. But I do appreciate that it is reigniting interest in the Alien franchise. So, hoping for the best, Jeff. But now, my friends, and then of course there's Silent Hill 2 remake, which I can't believe that game is good. I can't believe it. I still kind of am in disbelief, but looks like I'll have to check it out. But yeah. Actually, you know what, chat? Let me go ahead briefly. I know I owe you guys some polls and stuff. We'll do that another time. But since I have your eyes and since I have your ears, I do want to let you know about my other platforms, which you can indeed peruse at your leisure, including, chat, my YouTube channel, Chris J. Herman, featuring my previous court streams and movie reviews and tune reviews, TV reviews, trailer reactions, discussions. Got a lot of fun stuff up there. And Joker Filet of Duty review is up there right now. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Was not a fan of the movie. Review did pretty well. Over 3,000, but nearly 3,500 views. That's fucking great. So thank you so much for that, chat. Also, at 16,249 subs, we're only one sub away from hitting 16,250. So thank you so much for all that. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to check out any other recent content I got up there. Also, you guys check out some of my sub channels, including Chris J. Herman Games. I have some new gameplay up there for things like a Harvester, which was a blast, Sucker for Love, Still Wakes the Deep, things for Dread, Star Wars Dark Forces. A lot of recent stuff is up there. If you guys want to check that out, there you go. Also, feel free to check out my Reacts channel, featuring a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Madoka Magica reactions, things I'd never seen before. A lot of fun stuff. Also, go ahead and check out my Patreon, Chris J. Herman, featuring my full-length video and audio commentaries, movie films of the tombs. I'm doing Class in a Glass cast tomorrow because I had a very sleepy Sunday and I forgot to post the thing. So we're doing that tomorrow instead, Jack, because I was busy sleeping. But I feel really refreshed. I got a lot of pep in my step, as I said. But go ahead and check that out, chat. And also the merch store. I'm uploading stuff to the merch store as we speak, and I'll be approving all of that by tomorrow. And so there'll be a massive discount in the store, tons of new items. It's going to be so cool. So thank you for your patience in that regard. Just last week had a bunch of technical mishaps, like on the site itself. Like Teespring was having issues, so but it's all figured out. But last but certainly not least, check out my OnlyFans, Only Juicy Fans, where I read the erotic Sonic fan fiction in full Sonic regalia. I do this for Alex Bernal. He's fed vegan, vegetarian meals. If he's not doing them, he'll die. I keep him alive, check, corporeal, and editing is going to dirty erotic Sonic money chest. Very Sonic boy money. Keep Alex live, keep him corporeal, and keep adding chat for love of God. In the arms of where he holds your boo, come. Indeed, chat, indeed. Only Juicy Fans. Hey, and the best way to get a hold of any of my platforms is via my link tree, everything in one easily accessible place. But no matter how you support me, where you support me, I really do appreciate it. Help keep the lights on just, well, a little bit longer. And again, so good to have you guys all here. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. Clown Freaks, how Chris can get spooked by a fly buzzer. 100%. There was a big nasty fly that we had this weekend. Holy shit, it was the stuff of nightmares. How are you doing Alien Isolation 2? Do the same thing with one alien or go full aliens? Well, if you, I don't want to spoil. I mean, the game is 10 years old, but there's, some, in the last half of the game, you find out something in regards to what's going on in the station. No, I would not turn it into like a shooter. Don't do that. I mean, there's you have guns in the game, like a shotgun, but it's really not used like for combat. It's used mostly to, I don't know, deter the creature somewhat. And maybe some of the robots and things like that, but then you have to put yourself at risk because that might summon the creature because of how loud the noise is. I mean, I just want another great survival horror experience, I mean, there's certain, like, aesthetic things they could do and change up, certainly. I guess you gotta, like, maybe look at something comparable to, like, a survival horror series that is of the same vein as Amnesia or Outlast, except like Outlast's sequels aren't very good. So I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. But I don't think they should go down the action road. I don't really want that. I don't think Isolation fans want that, but we'll see. Ramos was so good until the last 15 minutes. Yeah, even before that. I mean, the last 15 minutes is certainly bad, but even as soon as they get that goo in there, I'm just like, you gooed it up. What'd you do? Ridley? Oh. Die Hard, welcome back. I'm good to see you, Die Hard. Been a hot minute. Hope you're doing very well. It would ruin if it was shooter. Yeah, 100%. I don't want it to be a shooter. I just want it to be a survival horror game. But, not saying that I wouldn't love an Aliens game. It'd be my guess. Except, they fucked, a developer fucked that up in the past. But they can most certainly do that again. Just give it to to a different team, and I'm sure they would nail it. But that time is not now. For right now, hopefully we got a good Alien Isolation next couple of years. Sequel, that is. So expect it. Again, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Earliest, I think, is going to be 2027. I think they'd be rushing if it's 2026. 2027, I think that's more reasonable.